From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mikey Tonko.
And I'm Samantha Dates.
Flags across New Mexico will be flown at half-staff until sunset on the day of Pope Francis's interment to honor the 88-year-old who passed away on Easter Monday.
Reaction to the passing of Pope Francis included many New Mexico and religious leaders. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham said he embodied the values of compassion for the marginalized, dignity for the forgotten, and grace for all. This is just one of many statements made by New Mexico representatives expressing condolences for the passing of Pope Francis. And Ruby is next with the first look at the weather.
Happy Earth Day, everybody. Let's take a current look at our campus using the Milton Hall cameras. We see clear, beautiful blue skies, barely any winds. The trees are moving maybe a little bit. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, that's how we look today. And for Las Cruces today, we had clear, sunny skies with a warm 84 degrees with a slight 5-mile-per-hour wind to keep us cool, thankfully. Our humidity is low as always at 4%, and we didn't have any rain today. We're not expecting any, with our dew point barely on the radar with 1 degree and our barometer 29.92 inches. And to look at our national forecast, we're going to start off, excuse me, I got ahead of myself. Our high for today was 86 with a low of 49, averaging 80-degree temperatures today. And our record high for April 22nd was in 1989 with a warm 96 and a low 30 degrees in 1972. As I said earlier today, it didn't rain, and that precipitation is staying at 0.05 of an inch, like always. And back to the desk.
Doña Ana County Magistrate Judge Joel Cano has stepped down from his position. The Albuquerque Journal reports Cano, who is also a former Las Cruces police officer, did not give a reason for resigning, but it came shortly after a man awaiting deportation proceedings with alleged gang affiliation was arrested in Cano's home. 23-year-old Venezuelan national Christian Ortega Lopez was staying with the Cano family when he was arrested for being an illegal alien in possession of a firearm. The governor must now appoint someone to fill the Cano's vacancy. New Mexico State University police need your help finding the second suspect in the burglary of an agricultural storage building and a burglary of a government-owned truck in the parking lot near NMSU's Alumni and Visitor Center. The crime happened last Friday, April 18th. 18-year-old Tyler Gutierrez, who is not an NMSU student, was charged with the crime. His white Chevy Tahoe was impounded. NMSU police are now looking for a second suspect in the burglaries. Anyone with information about this suspect should contact NMSU police at 575-646-3311.
Customs and Border Protection officers see all kinds of ways criminals try to smuggle. Last night, they stopped an 18-year-old girl on a red motor scooter at the Paso del Norte Bridge. They found 12 pounds of fentanyl and 1/3 of a pound of cocaine in the scooter's battery compartment. She is a U.S. citizen and turned over to Homeland Security. On April 9th, at the El Paso port of entry, they seized a package containing almost 2,000 pieces of counterfeit jewelry. They were made to look like Van Cleef and Artel's Alhambra line. If those pieces had been real, it would be worth almost $10 million. El Paso Director of Field Operations, Hector Mancha, says counterfeit goods are generally poor quality that cost U.S. businesses billions of dollars and rob the country of jobs and taxes. Farm working awareness took center stage at NMSU this week.
As part of Farm Worker Awareness Week, a special demonstration was held to show the tough reality of working in the fields. Miguel Montenegro takes us there.
The annual onion harvest came to NMSU last week, not in the fields, but right here on campus. It's all part of Farm Workers Awareness Week, an event organized by NMSU College Assistant Migrant Program, also known as CAMP.
Our goal is to raise awareness to people who doesn't know, and it will give them better appreciation, I guess, to our farm workers, and to kind of open their eyes on how important their role is in the economy and what they do for the community.
It's work that feeds the country, but often goes unnoticed. Johnny, who has spent years working in the fields, he knows exactly what it's like, and lately, fewer people are willing or even able to do it.
We're just here to work an honest day's job and work and do the jobs that other people don't like to do, like harvest onions, pick chili, or even clean up the fields.
Harvesting onions might not seem like a big deal, but for farm workers, this is just a small part of what a long day in the field is. This simulation gives people an idea of what type of job this is, but in reality, this is way more harder. It's estimated there are more than 1 million undocumented farm workers in the United States. But with stricter immigration policies and fear of deportation, many workers are staying away, leaving farmers desperate for help. So they're turning to the H-2A visa program, which is essentially a government program that hires foreign workers legally for seasonal jobs.
I did hear that they're hiring a lot of H-2A workers, which are the workers that they pay by hours. They're like under a certain contract that they bring from over the border. So I mean, I know it's affecting a little bit the people locally, like in Deming, people that live there and they worked in the fields their whole lives.
But even with more than 380,000 workers approved last year, it's still not enough. Luis says the farm labor crisis has been made even worse by the immigration crackdown, and it shows just how important immigration labor is. He says there should be a better system that will benefit everyone. Miguel Montenegro, News 22.
Stay tuned. Ruby will be back with your national forecast.
But first, you might think it's a violent sport, but it's improved the lives of people with Parkinson's. More on that when News 22 continues.
That is utterly remarkable.
Whales coming up?
Hold on.
This is huge.
Here we go.
The more whales you have, the healthier the ocean is.
They're the biggest land animals that have ever existed.
The most special thing is going somewhere that nobody ever has before.
It's perfect.
I asked for a hand. Across the bar I see her. She's dancing to the beat of the band. Yeah, she was.
They fly me out to California and got to sing in front of Luke, Katie, and Lionel, and got a golden ticket, went to Hollywood for a bit, and yeah, it was a great experience.
You my luck will run out soon.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Tuesday,
where news matters.
A specialized boxing program in Las Cruces is helping people with disease improve mobility, gain strength, and build community.
Lizette Leva has more on how rock-steady boxing is making a difference for those who step into the ring.
An assessment test that we have to give them so to see where they are. And like as Anthony said, we've had some clients that were barely able to stand up on their own, had balance issues, extreme balance issues, and they have improved significantly. They are able to stand up on their own. They have gotten stronger. They're able to get stuff off shelves, and their balance and motor skills, even their speech, have improved.
Rocksteady Boxing is a non-contact program designed specifically for people with Parkinson's. For Billy Joe Dennis, it's been a lifeline since her diagnosis in 2017.
You're out just in public, you look around and you're like the only parkie out there. But you come here and everybody's so nice and friendly and concerned, and it's just a social group, and we're all in the same boat, and some of us can do some stuff and some of us can do other stuff, and it's just a wonderful place to be.
Boxing might not be the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about therapy for Parkinson, but here at the Rocksteady Boxing in Las Cruces, it makes a real difference. This program is helping people fight back against the disease, one punch at a time.
The Parkinson's Foundation says boxing helps with strength, coordination, posture, cognitive processing, voice disorders, a stronger core that helps with walking and balance, and improved reaction time. It also provides a strong sense of community. Volunteers like Gilda Chow support the group with encouragement and friendship.
I guess mind-opening or eye-opening talking to all the different participants, because you hear about Parkinson's, but then coming here, there's a whole group, a community of people that are helping each other. And so it's just been really beneficial to learning from them. But then also it kind of just opens up, I guess, different rehabilitations that patients can do in order to improve on their skills. I think this is a great alternative for like a rehab in terms of like practicing their different motor skills and stuff. And then again, you just have a community of people here who understand what you're going through. And so it's nice to feed off of each other and find out maybe treatments that they're doing or how they're coping. And so it's a really good support system in general, on top of just building on. I think this is a great volunteering effort. I think even just trying it out once would be great. Yeah.
For many participants, it's not just about exercise, it's also about hope.
Come and try it. You don't have to do everything exactly right. You don't have to do everything for the full 2-minute duration. Just come and try it. I'll come and pick you up. 1, 2, 3.
For participants like Billy, it's a chance to keep fighting in body and spirit.
3 Parkinson's.
Lisette Leiva, News22.
Wow, what a wonderful thing happened in the community.
Absolutely, yes. And with that, Ruby is next with your national weather forecast.
All right, thank you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at our national forecast. The last time I saw y'all, the west and southwest areas had high 90 and 80 degree temperatures, but today San Francisco was cooler with 63 degrees, and even Phoenix has cooled down a little bit as much as they can with a warm 91. Houston is also warm at 86 degrees, New Orleans 82, and up in Norfolk, Virginia, we have a warm 85. And on my next map, we can see that these states are expecting some rain with high dew point temperatures, 70 in Houston, 70 and 68 in the New Orleans area. And New Orleans has also received some flash floods with about like 9 inches of rainfall so far. And lastly, I want to talk about our wind speeds for the country. Luckily for the south and southeast, we could see not a lot of substantial winds, but let's look at the north. North Dakota is up here with strong 30-mile-per-hour winds, 38 and 41, and Pennsylvania also in the 33-mile-per-hour range and having a windy Earth Day so far. I will be back with your local weather forecast after the break.
Welcome to The Volunteer Woodworker. I'm your host, Charles Brock. Come with me as we drive the back roads, bringing you the story of America's finest woodworkers. Each episode shares the artist's inspiring story, their techniques, and their artistic work.
Tuesday at 2 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Across the waves of grain and the fruited plains, the food traditions that shaped this nation.
This really is a labor of love.
Are being preserved.
Such an important story in one bowl.
And rediscovered. On America the Bountiful.
Monday at 2 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Okay, welcome back to News 22. Let's take a look at the rest of the land of enchantment. Farmington had 74 degrees, Santa Fe with a cooler 70, Albuquerque at 73, Clovis 82, Roswell, Carrying, New Mexico with a warm 88 degrees, Las Cruces here 86, and in Deming 86 as well. All right, tomorrow for New Mexico, Farmington is 79, Santa Fe at 75, Clovis 82, Albuquerque at an 81, Ruidoso at a cooler 75 degrees, Las Cruces at 87, and Deming at 86. And Alamogordo tonight is a cooler 50 degrees with clear skies and an 86 warm sunny day. Truth or Consequences is also 47 degrees with the warm 86 tomorrow with sunny skies. Silver City reading 44 degrees with clear skies tomorrow at 77 with sunny skies as well. And Las Cruces tonight, cooler 49 degrees and a warm 87. So let's go ahead and go back to the desk for y'all.
News 22 Sports is next.
There is a rich story beyond the black and white. David Rubenstein and some of the nation's leading historians reveal the history makers who shaped the America we live in today.
This was a very tumultuous time for the American people.
History with David Rubenstein.
Sunday at 2 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
PBS opens up new worlds, new perspectives for all of us, today and tomorrow.
With stories and performances that bring us together.
We can all share in the inspiration, the wonder, and the world that PBS brings into our homes.
Support your PBS station today.
On this season of Patty's Mexican Table, we are in the Yucatan Peninsula. ¡Qué rico! I'm gonna take all the things I learned here and put them to use in my kitchen so that you can use them too.
Thursday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it! Welcome back. I'm Austin Jaramillo, and let's talk sports. On Saturday, the Aggies had a walk-off single to defeat Jack State 7-6. They went 1-2 in the series, but they have no time to rest as they travel to UNM today to take on the Lobos at 6. The Aggies have not won a game in Albuquerque since 2023 and look to continue on with their third time as the charm streak. They are 0-2 against the Lobos this year, and when it comes to New Mexico State facing a team for the third time, they are 8-2 this season. UNM is defending home field after beating UNLV 6-3, bringing their record to 22-17 for the season. You can find the game on Mountain West Network. Moving on to softball, the New Mexico State Aggies are traveling to Tucson to take on the Arizona Wildcats in a doubleheader this evening. The Aggies are currently 2-28 against the Wildcats all time. Now, the 22-22 Aggies hope to get back on track after getting swept by Western Kentucky in their last series. Arizona is currently 37-9 and coming in with a 2-game losing streak after getting 10-1 run ruled to Texas Tech, paired with a 2-5 loss the following day. The first game started at 4 p.m. and the next game is scheduled for 6 this evening. You can find the games on ESPN+. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still ahead on News 22, Ruby will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
Tokyo is a true gourmet wonderland. Markets are replete with the freshest produce, seafood, and ingredients, all sourced for the most discerning chef and palate. Discover the stories behind the culinary specialties that make this city so delicious. Watch Trails to Oishi Tokyo on NHK World Japan.
Thursday at 2 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome to Milk Street's My Family Recipe. We bring home cooks to our Boston studio where, along with our host and pastry chef Cheryl Day, we help home cooks rediscover lost family recipes.
You're going to be able to bake this cake.
I can do it.
Then we send them home to recreate that recipe for the toughest audience, their own family.
Mom, that's really good.
Right here on Milk Street's My Family Recipe.
Friday at 2:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back to News 22 Tuesday. Let's take a look at our top story.
We went to the Rock Steady Gym where people lace up their boxing gloves, not to fight, but for therapy for Parkinson's. And the College Assistance Migrant Program at NMSU is working to make sure everyone understands how migrant workers harvest the food we eat.
Now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast.
All right, guys, we're looking at some warmer temperatures through the rest of the week. Tomorrow, a high at 87 and sunny and partly cloudy skies for the weekend as well. A high 90 on Friday and 90 on Saturday. So go ahead and take out those swimsuits, y'all.
It's going to be a warm one. And that's all tonight for News 22 Tuesday. Thanks for everyone for joining us tonight.
Tune in tomorrow night for more news, but don't go anywhere because Zaira Sanchez Aguilar is next with Noticias 22. I'm Samantha Dates.
And I'm Mikey Tonko, and from the whole News 22 team, Ruby, Austin, Sam, and myself, good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, les doy la bienvenida a las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. Mi nombre es Aria Sánchez Aguilar y es un gusto saludarlos. El juez de primera instancia del condado Doña Ana, Joel Cano, renunció a su cargo. El diario de Albuquerque informa que Cano no dio ninguna razón para dimitir, pero lo hizo poco después de que un hombre pendiente de un proceso de deportación, presuntamente afiliado a una pandilla de Venezuela, fue detenido en la casa de Cano. El hombre de 23 años, Cristian Ortega López de Venezuela, se alojaba con la familia de Cano cuando fue detenido por ser un extranjero ilegal en posesión de un arma de fuego. Joel Cano también es el ex oficial del Departamento de Policía de las Cruces. La gobernadora de Nuevo México debe ahora nombrar a alguien para cubrir la vacante de Cano. Un joven de 18 años de edad, Tyler Gutiérrez, que no es estudiante de NMSU, fue acusado de robo de un vehículo, conspiración para cometer robo de un vehículo y lesiones o manipulación de un vehículo de motor. El Chevy Tahoe blanco que Gutiérrez iba manejando fue incautado. La policía de NMSU está buscando un segundo sospechoso de los robos que sigue en libertad. Cualquier persona con información sobre este sospechoso robo debe comunicarse con el investigador criminal de NMSU al 575-646-3311. El jefe interino de la policía de NMSU, Justin Donovan, dijo que los oficiales sondearon la zona y descubrieron los robos. Ellos vieron al sospechoso caminando por el estacionamiento en la calle College y Knox y lo tuvieron el viernes 18 de la semana pasada. Eso ha sido todo por mi parte. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Nos vemos mañana con más noticias.